Can I have a volunteer light a candle? Yes. Anyone else to light a candle? We have one more candle. Please sit down. So before our meditation, we will take some moment to wish happy birthday and bless two people today. And as you know that we take this opportunity to, like, whenever our friends are having birthdays, we take that opportunity to express our loving kindness and appreciation of their loving kindness to our community. So today we have two December babies to having birthday. And one is none other than our own Bante Kamalasiri. Yes. So invite Bante to come here, and then we have the other one is actually our beloved Jay, who is also known as Nanda. Yes. So please come here. So again, usually it is Bante Kamalasiri who actually prepares, the birthday place. So today Bante Metta secretly prepares. So we really want to appreciate, Bante Kamalasiri's service to our community. So he takes care of many things, in the behind, and so put a lot of his time and energy, and so including the taking care of the birthdays. So let us, we deeply appreciate Bante's commitment and your service to our community, and bringing your love, your loving kindness, and then nurturing quality to our community. So we deeply appreciate Bante. So we wish that, may you be blessed with more good health, and may you also have a special good luck for your visa to be processed sooner, because his current visa expires end of January. So then we have to chant for his next step to be approved. We never know when. So we wish that all of us will have our good wish that may everything be smooth for you, may everything be expedited, and may be able to come back soon. So with that wish, we will chant for you, Bante. And also, Jay Nanda is also a great opportunity for us to express our loving kindness. We know that how hard you work, to help our center to have everything smooth. Then help with our children's program, and really helping us to maintain our garden. Our meditation path. Sometime
assistant.
your assistant. Yeah. Sometime, some days, you secretly come and clear the path. And thank you very much for your great service, and we really appreciate, your love and your care for our community. So we'll chant, may you be blessed with more good health, more physical and mental strength. And may this year bring you a year of joy and then spiritual growth. So with that wish, we will chant for both of you. So please have the, yeah, there's one over there. May the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with Bhante Kamalasiri and our J. Ananda. And may both of you be blessed with good health, peace, and happiness and spiritual growth. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sada Sotthi Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Sotthi Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sotthi Bhavantu Te. Okay, you can take it then. Okay, those who would like to wish Bhante, please come and touch his plate and wish him happy birthday. Come here, yeah. Happy birthday, Jay.
Especially my brother.
Over here.
Sebelum ternyata ada di bawah dewa. Ketua ini dari dia duluan.
Thank you very much, everyone, including Bhante, Prema Bhante.
Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinnādāna veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kāmesu miccācara veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musāvāda veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Surameraya majja pamadatthana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagavā arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarana sampā
පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති.
Homage to the Dhamma.
ස්වාංඝාතෝ භගවතා ධම්මෝ සංදිට්ඨිකෝ අකාලිකෝ යේහි පස්සිකෝ ඕපනයිකෝ පංචත්තං වේදිතම්බෝ විඤ්ඤෝ හේති.
Homage to the Sangha.
සුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ උජුපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ඥායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ යතිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අණ්ඩ පුරිස පුංගලා යේස භගවතෝ ශාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරම් පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදං සිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමුනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන ධූපේනහං සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනිං දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන ඒතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං කුම්භං මිලායාති යතා ඉදං මේ ආයෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
අදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Offering of drinks.
අදිවාසේතු නොබන්තේ කිලාන
පච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්බඨානේසු පටිච්චිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
විපුලං ආලත්තං තස්සානුභාවේන හතන්ත
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is weak or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is weak or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one short shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent action towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the linchpin gives drops from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from pain is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Dear friends in the Dhamma, let us collectively make an effort today to calm our mind and also to cultivate our inner capacity for loving kindness and also our inner capacity for clarity through mindfulness. So, this is a precious opportunity in our life that we are dedicating our whole body, speech, and mind for this wholesome practice. And whatever practice we are doing right now is going to influence our life and is going to benefit not only ourselves but also many others that we meet in our life. So develop that motivation that whatever effort that we are making here is going to benefit so many other beings who come along our path of life. So with that motivation, let us rejoice our decision to come here today and then make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this gathering, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell and the chant and help ourselves to settle into our body and feeling wherever our body is touching, feeling wherever we have pressed muscles in our body, feeling any warm sensation with our clothes. And just throughout the bell and the chant, keep coming to your body and settle down with your body.
Dear spiritual friends, take a moment to listen to your mind. You just listened to the chanting. The sound of chanting is still resounding in your mind. Listen to that. With that soothing sound of chanting, let's settle down right here, adjusting the body into a comfortable meditative posture. You are keeping your upper body somewhat upright. And chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Both palms are resting on your lap. And you are keeping your both eyes closed gently. This is your meditative posture. Now take a moment to feel how you are keeping your body. Feel the entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Feel the entire body and relax. Try to be with your body. Feel each and every parts of the body. Feel your feet, your lower legs, upper legs. Belly muscles, chest muscles, back muscles, and relax. Feel your chest area and both shoulders. Taking a deep, slow breath. You can feel the relaxation in your upper body. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Feel all the subtle sensations in your body while you are breathing in and breathing out. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers, and fingertips. Feel your neck area, facial muscles, forehead, and the top of your head. Relax your body. Be right here. Stay with your body. You are relaxed. Now it's time to find out your mind, your present mind. Find it out where it is and observe what is really happening there. What is going on in your mind right now? Thoughts, that's it. Various types of thoughts are popping up in your mind one after the other. Thoughts appear in your mind as things, memories, people. They are just thoughts. Mindfully observe all the thoughts and notice them. You may have pleasant thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, wholesome thoughts, unwholesome thoughts. No matter what they are, let them occur, but mindfully observe and notice. Some thoughts are related to past. Past is gone. You are right here in this present moment. Some thoughts may occur related to future. Future is yet to become. You are right here. Be in this present moment, right here, and keep observing the thoughts. Even in being the present moment, you may have some thoughts related to present. Whatever you hear, whatever you feel, they are just thoughts. Observing the thoughts in your mind, you understand the nature of your mind, how thoughts occur in your mind. With this understanding, now you can generate whatever wholesome thought that you wish to generate in your mind purposefully. In this meditation, we are generating the thoughts of loving kindness, loving friendliness, wishes to everyone else to be well, happy, and peaceful. Loving kindness. What a beautiful thought. Wishes of universal friendliness. Without exception, you can cultivate the thoughts of loving kindness to all beings. Just imagine there's a cute baby in front of you having a nice smile. Your mind may be full of love, compassion, caring. That is your genuine love. Such a wholesome thought now you are going to cultivate to all beings. You have that capacity in your mind. Trust yourself. You have that potential within yourself. You can start from yourself, generating the thoughts of loving kindness. Think about yourself, the person sitting right here, this being. Think about your body, mind, and your life. Genuinely make the wishes of loving kindness for yourself. The guidance will help you to cultivate the thoughts of loving kindness. Mindfully listening to the guidance and repeating them in your mind. Cultivate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness and radiate throughout your body. Radiate your loving kindness you are generating into each and every parts of the body, into all the systems, the internal functions and the organs of the body. Start from the skin to the internal organ. Feel the skin, the largest organ of the body. Radiate loving kindness throughout the skin of your body. May the skin of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Penetrate in the skin, radiate your loving kindness into the muscles and the bones of the body. May the muscles and the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness into all the internal functions, to all the systems, all the organs of your body. Even in this moment, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciating that support, radiate your loving kindness into all the systems. Feel the respiratory system, the vital function of the body, the cardiovascular system, cardiac muscles, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the immune system, the brain, all the sensory organs, the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue. Deeply appreciating the support of all these systems, organs, and internal functions of the body. Radiate loving kindness. May all the systems, the organs, and the internal functions of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your mind. You made the good wishes of loving kindness for yourself. The loving kindness, that is the universal friendliness. There is no limits. It's boundless. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The same wishes of loving kindness to all other beings. Let's start from here, right here, where you are practicing this meditation. Think about these friends who are around you, practicing the same meditation with you. As a spiritual community, let's share our wishes of loving kindness with each other. May all these spiritual friends who are meditating with me right here be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all these spiritual friends be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Now let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. You can think about your beloved ones in your life. Think about your family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, anyone else in your life. They deserve your loving kindness. Make your genuine wishes of loving kindness for them. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Now let's expand our loving kindness beyond the circle of beloved ones. There are so many other beings, not only humans. There are so many animals, so many creatures living near or far away places, visible or invisible. Extend your wishes of loving kindness for them. Sitting right here, expand your loving kindness all around. To all beings living in this neighborhood, in neighboring neighborhoods, in this city, in neighboring cities, in this country, in this world, in this universe. Even in this moment, there are so many beings who are suffering due to many conditions. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May all beings be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Extend your wishes of loving kindness into every direction. Into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings who are living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat it in your mind and cultivate thoughts of loving kindness. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Observe your mind. Your mind is peaceful with loving kindness. You are also relaxed. With that peaceful mind, gently move your attention into your breath. Observe your in breath and out breath mindfully. Keep your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils and take a deep breath slowly. Slowly breathe out. You can feel the changes happening in your body while you are breathing in and while you are breathing out. Be with your breath. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out until you hear the sound of the bell. Practice breathing meditation as a silent meditation. You are in last few minutes in your meditation. Make your full effort to be with the breath. Mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. Dukkha pattāche Niddukkha Bhayapattāche Nibbaya Sukappattāche Nissūka Hontu sabbepi Paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this wisdom, this teaching from generation to generation. And also you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for this meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us to practice this meditation peacefully, who cleaned and arranged this place for you, who are taking care of this center for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even these non living things that we are using for our meditation, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, this bell, this device which helped to connect to this meditation from home. Deeply feeling gratitude and appreciating the support. To conclude our meditation, let's say sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, we all dwell in loving kindness and being with the breath. Thank you, Bante, for the guidance. Yeah. So meditation allows us to, travel higher terrains of our mind. In our day-to-day life, we stay around the same landscape which we repeatedly visit, again and again, the same thing. But meditation allows us to go beyond it, go to a higher elevation, and experience different terrains and different levels of our consciousness. Right? So, anyone has any sharing or any questions? Yes, some comments, right?
Yeah. Wish him both birthdays and maybe wish you for microphone. Okay, maybe in the chanting time.
Okay. Okay. Looks like everyone is still in meditation mode. The best way to get rid of the problems is let them meditate, and then problems are gone.
But I asked you to come out from the meditation, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we can move into our discussion. As you know that we are studying the Loving Kindness Sutra these days, which is in the page 16. So let us read the first 3 verses of the Loving Kindness Sutra. Okay. He who is skilled in working out one's well-being, wishes to attain the state of peace, should act thus. He should be adroit, straight, upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. He should be contented, easily supportable, but with few responsibilities of simple livelihood, and control his senses, prudent, courteous, not hanker after association with families. Let him not perform the slightest wrong for which wise men may rebuke him. Let him think, may all beings be happy and safe. May they have happy minds. Okay, you see, so this Loving Kindness Sutra, but when you start to read it, there's no mention about loving kindness until you come to the last line. So this is important, important part of this sutra, because before we go into the loving kindness, the Buddha gave us 14 different qualities that are supportive of our loving kindness. Because loving kindness is not only like an emotional or mental state we develop, and it's a basis, and then it has to be implemented or expressed in our behavior. So these 14 qualities will help us to practically implement our loving kindness in our daily life. So these qualities are required for us to genuinely, effectively be in loving kindness. So we have how many qualities we have learned so far? Who can remember? Who can count? Hmm? 8. Yes, we discussed the with a few responsibilities, right? Last week, less work. Today, quality is also quite similar to the quality that we discussed last week. It's called Sallahuka Vutti. So there are two terms here. Sallahuka means simple, and Vutti can means simply conduct, but maybe livelihood. So Sallahuka Vutti means simple livelihood. Let's try to understand what we really mean by simple livelihood, because we are all having a livelihood, otherwise we cannot survive. So this is an important thing in our life because a livelihood is a must. We all have to earn a living. We all have to support ourselves. We all have to support our families. But the challenge is that how we can incorporate our livelihood to our spiritual path. That's a big challenge. So this particular quality, Sallahukuti, is giving us important guidance exactly how we can connect our job, our work to our spiritual life. And when you say Sallahuka Vutti, that means simple livelihood. But there can be two elements to this. One is righteous, other one is uncomplicated. Righteous and uncomplicated. If we can make our livelihood righteous and then uncomplicated, that means it's straightforward. It's not really uncomplicated in terms of what that is doing, and then also in terms of how you how you really deal with that livelihood. So it's basically actually encouraging us to make our livelihood simple and also righteous, because without that, we will not have we will not be able to experience our life fully. And also definitely we will not be able to be loving and kind to others. So this is basically, I think, the most common concept we talk about: work and life balance. We talk about it a lot: work-life balance. How you balance your work with your life, personal life, and how much. So that is basically that. And here in the sutta is simply saying that maybe in the life work balance, give more time to life, and of course not ignore the work, but and more life. But how about if we can transform our work to part of our life? That's what we have done. So but not everyone can do that. Yeah. Yes. But anyway, so I think we discussed last week about how we can try to be less busy, and try to focus. And it's similar to that, and it's the same thing here. Um, I think we can discuss, because I think whenever we start, it is good that we are industrious, we are enthusiastic, we are passionate, and we want to walk, and that's great thing, that's what makes society moving. But where we can find the balance, that at what expense we are doing it. If we are really passionate, going and be always active and productive and enthusiastic, but if you are doing it at the expense of our own health, if we are doing it at the expense of our family relationships, and is it worth doing it, right? So that's the the wisdom that this particular cult is art is bringing out. So if you only focus on maybe the outcome of our work, and the maybe the profit of our work, and if you only focus on that, we tend to exploit others, and or we tend to or exploit, or maybe be harsh on our colleagues and our employees, right? So how we can have a loving kindness in that sense, right? So that is why in making our livelihood simple is so important. And and also the other one is actually making simple means actually taking our work a little bit lightly. um, because here, I mean, we call it career, right? When you say career, it gives a little bit too much value to it. um, I think the issue is that um, we forget the life, we forget the other joys in life when we use our work to create our identity. And that's a very common thing in our society, right? When you ask, oh, what do you do? So like you all, oh, I'm a, I'm a, what is it? I'm an engineer. I'm a, whatever, you say I'm a, carpenter, I'm a builder, I'm a doctor, so that almost like your second name, right? So you're so much attached to that identity, and we feel like I want to stick to it. That's me. So if you have that kind of attitude, and then we will definitely try our we spend most of our time in preserving that identity and surviving, maintain that identity. But I think those whatever profession we are doing is actually a great thing, but it's not really inherently part of our identity. I mean, it can be part of us, but primarily we are human beings, right? And if you remember that my I mean, my primary identity, my only true identity is a human being. And whatever profession I'm doing, it's not really part of my identity. I can be anyone, but just it's only actually our work and our profession, our livelihood is one way to make our own living, earn our living, but at the same time definitely service, right? And we discussed it last week too. So yeah, how we can contribute back to the society. So we can serve in many number of ways, and whatever the way we serve, that should be okay, because any job, any work that we are doing is actually fulfilling a need of a society, right? I mean, any job is created. I mean, job is created to fulfill a need of society. Some needs are primary, some needs are secondary. But what kind of need we are fulfilling? Yeah, but it's not primary.
Well, it depends.
Oh, it depends. Yeah, yeah. So any work is actually fulfilling, needs of society. Some are primary, some are secondary, but some needs are created by advertisements or by promotion, created. But anyway, so we are fulfilling needs of society. Maybe we are solving a problem, or we are fulfilling a need. And if you think about that, like think about our work, not as a part of our identity, but as an opportunity for us to be of service, fulfill certain needs of society, of finding a way to, solve a problem. And if you think about that, your identity is not in the work, your identity in your human capacity, your human intention, your human goodness. So your work is only a tool. I think that's where we need to think about our work. Our job is not an end itself. It's not really a genuine inherent part of it. It's not an end. It's simply a means to be of service and to express our humanity, express our our gratitude to the larger society, um, So when you think about our work in that way, we can make it simple because we will not worry too much about that, and because it's not really in essential part of our identity. Yes, Nancy.
Well, can you use work like an opportunity to work on yourself?
Wow.
You know, to
Yeah.
see what you're attached to and what
Exactly.
you repel when you're interacting with people.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's the second goal of the meditation. Could be, I think even like one is, we do work as a way of being of service to the larger society. The second one would be we can, do work as a way of growth, as an opportunity to grow. Definitely, there will be many opportunities to grow
Yeah,
because
not just work, just being alive is an opportunity.
grow, yeah. Particularly in the workplace, you are working with this power structure. You are working with different kinds of people. You are working with people with different needs and different agenda. Moving through that requires a lot of work. You say work on oneself, right? Yeah, growth. Definitely, we can use it's an opportunity to grow. Definitely, because every encounter we are having with another human being can be an opportunity to like grow. Any problem, any issue we encounter in our work, it can be an opportunity for us to not only solve the problem, but but actually making a growth. How we can expand my patience, right, and my empathy, or my ability to listen to others, and my ability to let go of my own way of doing things, right, and yes, definitely. That should be the next one, like, using it as an growth. Otherwise, what's going to happen, if you give too much value to work, and definitely we have what we call burnouts, right? Burnouts. And I think, I read this story about a lady, actually a young woman from Canada. She was very smart and very good in studies, and she had her degree at a very early age. So she joined the corporate world, and she was a great um, manager, and very quickly she rise up to the higher level of positions. So by age of 28, she's already management executive level. So now she has this big responsibility, right? So in order to like maintain her position, and also continue the kind of journey, upward journey she made, she continued to work many hours a day, even like without really sacrificing her relationship, sacrificing her you know even love, sacrificing family, everything. And she, just because now she has this, at early age she have this great opportunity, now she had to maintain it. And to maintain it she had to work so hard. So what happened actually, because she was working so hard with so much stress, at the age of 30, she got a stroke. She got a stroke, and that was a wake-up call, and she has to be hospitalized. And because she's young, uh, she was able to like recover to large extent, but it took many months. And I think after she recovered, the company was so generous and nice, and they were waiting for her to come back. But she didn't join the same company. She went to a smaller company with more the work with less like less demand, less demanding job. But then they started sport. They start to enjoy sports, start to reconnect with her family, and start to travel. And she kind of got her life back, so to speak, because of that stroke. Fortunately, it was not that fatal. So, do we need a stroke? No, right? Before that, we can think about it, right? How much our body can handle, how much our and so that's why I think Buddha said, a simple livelihood. you are not here to live forever, right? And you just do some work as a way of serving, as a way of making your living, helping your family, and then as opportunity to grow. What your work will let you do it, right? So we have this these two terms, occupation and vocation. Can you help me to understand what is the difference between occupation and vocation? It looks like the same thing, right? Yeah. What's the difference? Yeah.
I think I was just reading about this recently. I think an occupation is something that you essentially do just to work, put food on the table, support yourself and your family.
Mm-hmm.
But vocation is something that you like feel called to
Mm.
do. So that would be like everything that an occupation fulfills, but with the addition of having like that meaningful like element to it, like that you personally feel like drawn to.
Yeah.
So
how we define is your job occupation or vocation?
Vocation.
Right?
A vocation.
Vocation. Yeah. Oh, for you.
Yeah.
Okay, for you, right? Yeah.
I'm retired. What do you call that?
I mean, I think occupation will be over when you retire, but vocation will not be over.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Julia, you made a very bold decision.
I did. I retired in September, and partly because of, in all honesty, because of this, every time I read about right livelihood, and I just thought I loved what I did for a long time, and then I decided it was time to start giving back more. So
Yeah. So you were practicing this, yeah.
trying.
Trying, yeah. Yes. Okay, so we think, we can rethink, reframe what we are doing, and then, find the meaning in what we are doing. And then also making it, making it an opportunity to grow, making it an opportunity to serve, and then, and try our best not to make it a part of our identity. I think that can really help us to make our livelihood quite simple. Yes.
Okay, so what about your occupation is your vocation?
That's maybe our thing,
And
yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
what I find myself, I definitely struggle with this that we're talking about tonight. So what I find is that I'm doing something that I feel called to do, and it is hard to have that stay simple.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Like, it's hard to find balance in that when it feels like what I'm doing is so meaningful.
Okay. So if it is so meaningful, you are satisfying. But when you are doing it, you feel satisfaction, right? But you have to sacrifice your time for the other family or your health, or what do you mean by
all of
that?
that.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
the way that I have to work, I don't love, but what I end up producing, I do love.
Do love. Okay.
And so it's tough. It can be tiring. Like it can take a toll to do the work, which is then how it impacts my family or how I do outside of work.
Yeah.
Why I come here.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah. So if your vocation occupation is kind of same, and if you really feel like you are doing what you like and what you're calling for, so your direction is correct. You get your direction correct. Right now the problem may be the speed.
Mm.
So you can happy with the direction, but as long as you have the direction, whether you walk slowly or fast, you will reach there. So we may be no hurry to reach the destination. Just enjoy the walk, enjoy the drive. Yeah, maybe think about the speed, I think. Any other suggestion? So when you really feel like you're passionate about what you're doing, you feel like you're doing a service, but then that thing really takes our time away from our maybe our own well-being, our family, and
I always think of when we're on a plane, they say always put your own oxygen mask on first. Make sure if you don't take care of yourself, you can't help anybody else.
exactly.
It's hard though. I used to be in your shoes, and I know that's difficult.
Yeah. How did you get rid of that? You have a different vocation. Yeah.
Well,
As a mom.
I changed vocations part of it,
Yeah.
but it took a lot of hard work to make myself, and a lot of support from my family to remind me that I had to take care of myself. It wasn't quick. It was a slow.
So our work life is actually a very essential part of a spiritual path. That is why, in the Noble Eightfold Path, when Buddha gave us a straightforward, path, practice to overcome our dukkha, suffering, only 7 items there. One is livelihood, right livelihood. So he was talking to people who are working. And then and encourage us to make sure that our work life, our profession, our occupation is a part of our spiritual path. So how we can do it is making sure that our work is not hurting or harming anyone, not creating suffering for anyone, and also it helps us to grow, within ourselves.
How about the similes of the swan and peacock at the same time a bird related to simple livelihood?
Simple livelihood, right? Yeah. Peacock is so beautiful, right? Nanda is so beautiful and so nice, with all the beautiful feathers, but difficult to fly because of the heaviness of the feathers, right? Yeah, swan is very simple, not much, colors. Just one single color, not much feathers, but easy to fly. Right? Yeah. So yes, telling but there's some people are peacock and they try to fly. Yeah, but we can become swan. And, I think the people become peacock one day because when they use their job as a part of their identity, so they try to present themselves as what they are doing as a work. So then it becomes such a burden on them. Yes.
Like the big black crow, you had the freedom.
Bring.
Remember the story you told us about the big black crow?
Crow, yeah, the crow, yes.
Right? But
Yeah.
At the end, he finds that what he enjoys is freedom.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So let's think about of course you're all we are all having some kind of livelihood so maybe good we can think about rethink about what we are really doing, and then maybe we can do a little bit of adjustment how we look at it, and then even how we invest our time, our life in it, right? And then finding the balance, and yeah, we can only you will know. Yes, Dominic. Yeah.
So I've actually been interested in this subject for a while now, because my last job was very challenging and definitely not simple. And I found myself trying to use, mindfulness and, just gratitude and other these other qualities that we need to keep in mind to kind of get through, help to support myself to get through that challenging environment. But now I am in a, I guess, much simpler environment, work environment. But I find myself just kind of sitting there working with, my thoughts are just kind of going whatever random direction while I'm working, but the work itself is very, simple and repetitive. So I almost like, given the fact that will do the same thing like hundreds of times a day, I find myself wondering like, how can I like use my mind or guide like my thinking in a way that will help support like my spiritual life long term, since I'm in the position where I don't have. It's
not that as challenging as before, like as stressful as before, but the repetitive work.
Yeah, so I guess maybe like whenever the Buddha would talk to just regular workers during his time, think of like a laborer or farmer or something. Like, is there any examples of like advice that you would give to them, maybe about what to keep in mind as they're working, or how they can attend to work in a way that's like beneficial to their like spiritual development, or just would be better than just kind of zoning out while you work?
Yeah. Yes, I'm thinking about, of course, what kind of advice I'll give the farmers and his, worksmiths, and he has met so many, people too. Yeah.
Maybe simply one thing we can take this sutta itself, just not only focusing this particular quality that we are talking about today, I mean, simple livelihood. If you go back, what we talked about last week and all together, they are interconnected, right? If we are not contented, the first one in this verse, if one is not contented, it's difficult to have a simple livelihood, right, Bhante?
Yeah, all connected. Yeah.
All connected. So first one is right, Bhante, Sakko. That's also all are related to whatever we are doing.
It's more like balancing our, or like shaping our whole personality from different sides. Yeah. But I think so the earlier you had a challenging work, you had to be stressful, you had to always solve the problem. But now it's very simple, but you just have to do the same thing again and again and repetitive. So it's, and then how you can use that time, you use that time for your own spiritual growth, right? I think one way we can do it, actually, even though when you do a repetitive, like a small part, like repetitively, you do the same thing again and again. So sometimes we don't find any meaning. I'm just doing this simple thing, but we always have to think about the larger picture, because we are a small part of a larger chain. So I'm doing a little part, but actually it's kind of creating that larger benefit. So always you can think about that larger benefit it is doing. So that's one way we can be satisfied and contented. Although I'm doing this little repetitive thing, but ultimately it's producing something useful. So fulfilling some needs and some needs of the society. And if it doesn't require that kind of mental attention, maybe it's a good time for you to keep repeating like wishes of loving kindness while you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you can do the chant, Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukhi Tatta. May all beings have happy minds. Yeah. So rather than you let your mind wander and keep thinking about that, and so maybe frequently you kind of from time to time we just repeat loving kindness chant.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So even thinking about people next to you, I mean, they are also doing this. Other people. Yeah. Yes.
You used the word righteous at the
Yes.
beginning.
Yes.
Is that part of the translation of this?
Not here. Yeah, I mean, because here they talk about only the simplicity, simple livelihood. But in the larger context, because in Noble Eightfold Path we also have right livelihood. So it's righteous in the sense that it does not bring suffering to others and oneself. Okay, so let's let's try to make our work, as a part of our spiritual practice, balancing it and adjusting it. So then we will have simple life. They will have more opportunities to be loving and kind. If it is too complicated, and we have no time even to be loving to our own family members, not to talk about others.
Just simply decide whether we are living for work or working for live.
That's a good thing. We are living to work or we are working to live, right? Yeah. So people overwhelmed with all these things, they will be very agitated, very easily hurt. They honk all the time if someone is 1 second late when the green light comes. So really so anxious and agitated, right? So you will not be loving. But having simple livelihood will slow down things, and you're able to appreciate and be loving and caring. So let's do that. Yeah. So with that, let us move to the other part of the program and sharing merits with others. Today, by coming to this practice today and doing this practice together, we have generated so much goodness in our heart and good merits, and it is time for us to share these merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed relatives, our ancestors, our family members who have passed away. Let us feel grateful towards their love and care and support, and we will share these merits with them. May they all share these merits. May they all be well, happy, and peaceful. Page 14. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā huntu ñātayo. Let us share these merits with all other living beings. And if there's any living being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca amhi sambhatam punya sampadam. Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Now we will do this chant. We will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra we just studied. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for living beings. We will chant this sutra for you now, wishing you good health, peace and happiness, strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. And today especially we want to extend these blessings to Bhante Kamalasiri, wishing him happy birthday, and also our J. Nanda, wishing him also the blessings for good health, strength, and courage. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with. May you all receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha, May you all receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness we are radiating now. And by the power of these blessings, may you be surrounded by this wholesome energy. May you be blessed with good health, peace, and happiness. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamincha sankho joche sujoche suvacho chasansa mudu anatimani santosansa koche subaroche ampaginchoche sallavuka buddhi sandrindriyoche nipakoche ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nache kundang samachare kimchena vinyo pare upavadeyong sukino va kemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukitanta eke chipana bhutanti tasavatavarava anavasesadi gavayi mahantava manjima rasakanugatula dintrava eva andintraye chadure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavi siva sabbe santa bhavantu sukitanta naparo parang nikumbedhenati manyeta kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patiga sanyanya manyasasa dukka mitcheya matayataniyan puntang ayusa eka punta manurangke vampi sabba bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang mettang ca sabba lokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanang uddang adoja diriyang asambadang avirang asapantang tittang carang nisinno va sayano va yavatansa vigadamindo etang sating aditye brahmametam viharang idamaho detting ca anupagang silava dasanena sampanno kamesu vinaya gedang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena satcha vajjena sottite hotu sambada etena satcha vajjena sambarogo vinasatu etena satcha vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassato mate bhavattvantarayo sukhi dīghāyuko bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotthi bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let's try to recall to our mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during our past few days. Think about, recall to your mind an actual incident that you helped someone, you cared for someone, you gave a gift to someone. Recall such an actual incident happened in last few days. Let us rejoice the opportunity to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that someone was kind to you, someone was generous to you, someone listened to you, or even you notice a kind act of someone else. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So nice to have you all tonight. Really appreciate your effort to come here and practice together. Actually, I'll be leaving next Monday. I'll be leaving from Sri Lanka, but I'll be in Malaysia for a week before I go to Sri Lanka. So I'll be away for a number of weeks. But you will not miss me because whenever possible, I will join over Zoom. And so I think I'm glad in a way, I didn't expect that this kind of natural disaster will happen in Sri Lanka, but I'm glad that I can go now than later because I can be part of the relief efforts. And we are just realizing now, Bhante shared his story this morning with me that in addition to the material help, people are also psychologically distraught, trauma, and when you lost everything that you gone through your life, and when you lost your beloved family members, and even right now, even children are afraid of water, and so there's a lot of psychological work has to be done too. I'll do whatever I can. Yeah. So I will keep updating you, and thank you very much for your great generosity. It was such a great support we received. And then we will soon send an email about update of that project. We'll be sending that through the embassy to the common fund, disaster relief fund. Yeah, and appreciate your support. Yeah. So with that,
Are all your families okay?
yes, yeah. I mean they were out of power for 3 days, and simple things comparing to what happens to other people. Yeah.
So in comments Bhante today,
Yeah.
so most of them are wishing about birthday boys, and
Yeah.
and Smith is asking, do you have to a member to sign up or to come to in person? No.
No. Smith is here. No,
Maybe,
not different
not
Smith. Right?
Yeah. Maybe the name in maybe that Google, the YouTube account.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's asking.
So of course, yeah, this is an open session, so you all can come, but we encourage you to come a little early if you are coming for the first time. So we'll give you an introduction before we start the practice.
And also particularly we want to thank John Stanley. He's also answering and also letting us know about the microphone trouble today.
Oh, really?
That's when we are chanting. Just on the chat.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Thank you, John, for your feedback. Yeah.
That's it.
This is our online community.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So really appreciate all for on people who join our YouTube. Appreciate your effort to practice from home, and we look forward to see you again. Sorry, you are not going to be able to eat cake. We are going to have the birthday cake afterwards. So we encourage you to come attend in person. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Good night. So those who like to have blessing strings, please come. So post the